First, the campaign trail is heating up as we inch closer to the November election. And believe it or not, a common mistake that prevents people from voting is not being registered. So here to share with us details on a voter registration drive that also benefits the arts are the minds behind a stage show called The Chairman at the Windmill Arts Center.
I love this. Please welcome Nakira, Teresa, and Kijana. Thank you so much for being here, all three of you.
Thank you for having us.
We just talked in the green room. I come from theater. I love a good stage production. Obviously, this play seeks to honor the life of a legendary leader, Fred Hampton. Absolutely. Would you walk us through what we are to expect when we come and see this show?
Absolutely. We'll be discussing Fred Hampton and his focus on solidarity and unifying the community. We bring to light issues of, we talk about Emmett Till. Emmett Till, who Fred Hampton's mother was Emmett Till's baby sister. So we talk about how both of their deaths galvanized the civil rights movement, the activation of youth in the civil rights movement and in registration and voting, and how that is so important, knowing that Fred Hampton was a part of the NAACP Youth Council as early as 15 years old, and he inspired over 500 members to join that. So you're going to be able to see us talk about just how you can get involved in the process. You're never too young to get involved in it, and the importance that utilizing your voice to register, to vote, and to participate in our democratic process is the most important.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
And then we know he went on to become a revolutionary in the Black Panther Party in Chicago. And we're going to see a bit of his story. And what I learned is that you all are going to be sharing some lesser known Black history. Tell us about the research process, because I'm always fascinated by this.
Well, it requires a little bit more than on the internet.
Yes, exactly.
You definitely have to get into the archives and really doing your research and going through, looking at some of those speeches, going through the transcriptions, and I mean, just in my personal research part of it. Just my family was a part of the civil rights movement. It was in Bloody Monday, which was January 10th, 1963 in Danville, Virginia, where police turned the police on youth that were marching and doing peaceful protests. Well, my 15-year-old grandmother and her sister, my great aunt, they were youth that was arrested during those protests, and just that connection to the family and the stories and the history, because that's the other importance is you have to be ready and able to bring history forward. And you bring history forward by telling those messages, and that's why it's so important, because what they poured into me and those stories that they brought forward, I'm now able to draw on some of those. So in addition to, you know, going out, getting the research, talking to the people, really, you know, looking back and connecting with some of those old civil rights movement members, and just getting that collective history really helped develop
I love this. So I want to bring both of you guys in this conversation as performers. How are you hoping people will walk away more educated, obviously, but what does this mean to you to be able to play these roles?
Oh, for me, it is so very close to my heart. I am from Chicago. I am friends with the Hampton family. So to be able to stand in a space, to hold space for Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., for Mother Akua and Jira, and to be able to just be a part of this family story is, I'm getting goosebumps. It just really, I'm honored to be a part of this.
Yeah, I have to piggyback off of her. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, right around the corner from Chicago.
Midwest,
Yeah, so I grew up just with the knowledge of who Fred was, who Emmett Till was, and just knowing the importance of knowledge of self, number one, and just what it means to be a Black man in America. It really, it's a dream come true. It's an answered prayer to be able to bring this character to life, to bring his story to life. I'm hoping that people are just much more well versed on who he is, what he represented, that being solidarity, that being working with your fellow man to make your community better, you know, recognizing the power that we have as people. It's
well said.
It's everything to me.
Beautiful. And we have to keep telling the story, because without telling the history, we won't learn it. Before you go, we need to know about the voter registration element of this. Of course, we know that you cannot vote if you are not registered. The deadlines are coming up in Georgia. So what do we need to know about that piece real quick?
First important thing you need to know is the deadline for Georgia registration is October the 7th.
Yes.
So if you are turning 18 on October the 6th, make sure that one of the first things that you do to celebrate your 18th birthday is to register to vote. We have partnered with Georgia Equality and the Clayton County government. They will be on site doing voter registration. So if you're not registered to vote, you don't know how to register to vote, bring a friend, come down, and they'll register you right there at the Windmill Art Show. In addition to before the play, during the play, and after the play, we are doing everything we can to get you registered.
Great initiative.
Awesome. Thank you all so much and congratulations.
Thank
we
you.
cannot wait to see
Thank you.
everyone. If you would like more information on the performance, there are all the details on the screen. Also, you can go to atliveshow.com for more information. And thank you all again.
Yes,
Thank
looking forward
you.
to
Thank
that.
you.